Here is a guide to the assessment for Year 7 iPad music production. You can see we have the titles mastering, securing and developing down the left hand side. At the bottom, developing minus says no attempt has been made. So as soon as you've had a go at creating some part of this project, you'll reach developing. That means you're creating, you're developing, but the standard that you've made yet isn't quite as good as we'd like it to be. So we want to develop it from there. Developing says there are inaccuracies in all tracks, but a good attempt has been made. So the first thing you should aim at is getting to developing plus. The developing plus says the piano track has been recorded. It is accurate and edited perfectly in time using quantization. So that's the first production task you'll attempt in week 2, and then you'll move on. Once you've been awarded Developing Plus, you'll be able to go on to the green boxes above. So the next one is securing. So to get to securing, you need to record the piano, bass guitar and drum kit parts accurately using quantization as appropriate. Notice it says in securing minus, large parts of that are accurate but with a few errors. So I'm looking for it to be completely accurate for you to get to securing. Securing Year 7 really is all about being able to prove that you can control music and make everything fit together within multiple parts that you've recorded yourself. Okay, so it's not easy, but it's definitely something that you can all have a really good go at. If you're done securing and you're ready to move further on, securing plus is a really helpful kind of rung on the ladder before mastering, because mastering is pretty advanced for your age group. So securing plus says record all parts of the chorus accurately and in time, including electric guitar, crash cymbals and drum fills. The most important thing about that task is that you do it accurately, exactly as the same as the demonstration in the video. So securing plus is about still being able to control something with rhythmic accuracy. So when you listen particularly to the drum fill rhythm, you have to match the rhythm exactly to get securing plus grade. With the guitar, another challenge is you have to make your guitar pattern fit and change chord at the right time. But in that situation, you're able to change the pattern of the guitar to be whatever you want it to be based on the style that you're working towards in your production. So you can see there's an extra bit of thought needed and maybe some extra practice time to be able to develop something to the standard that you need. If you've done that, then you can move into mastering. And this is where it gets really exciting, because you've gone from essentially developing a chorus of this song to potentially producing the whole song, which is an amazing thing to do. So mastering says record all the tracks for a verse as well as for the chorus. So it's the verse that's really important, and the verse and chorus are those sections within the structure of a song. And the chorus is kind of maybe the loud, memorable part that repeats each time and it really tells us what the song's really all about. Whereas the verses tell a bit of a story to add some context in the background. So those two sections are related, but if the music just stays the same, so if the rhythms just stay the same all the way through, the audience might get a little bit bored with it. So we have to think about how can we create a little bit of contrast. So in the verse, you'd expect things to be simpler. Maybe you'd expect things to be a little bit softer as well. So those are just ideas, but it's open for you to explore. Now, if you attempt mastering and there's problems, we have mastering minus. So this is still work that is above securing plus standard. And it says an attempt at some of the above, so attempt at the mastering project, that is better than securing work, but with inaccuracies in pitch and rhythm. It's mastering, so we cannot have inaccuracies. Mastering it means you're not only controlling it, but you're taking it further. So that control always must be there in mastering. Now that's hard to do, but it's mastering. So it's something we should do and take pride in how we do that. And then finally, Mastering Plus says, produce the whole song, including the bridge section. Now, once you've made the verse material for the first verse, you'll be able to copy and paste that into the second verse. I'm very happy for you to do that in this case. But then there's another section later on called the bridge. And we hear the bridge twice in the song. In the first time, it just needs to be a contrasting section to the chorus. In the second time, I'd like you to try and build energy. So I'd like you to create some kind of build-up. You're going to do that using rhythm and a change in dynamics. And you might have other parts joining in as well. It'll be absolutely fascinating to see what you come up with, to see if you can meet that challenge.